you don't mind, we'll try to speak really loudly. Hopefully you'll hear us. If you can't, just like use the hand. But before we start, we'd like to say like thank you all for coming. It's really happy to see you all. We're nice to meet you all. It's a really good opportunity to see all the police squad again because over the past 2 weeks we've been fraudulently damned.
So yeah, a lot has changed in Ireland in the past 100 years.
In 1923, the country was split. 26 counties became the Republic of Ireland.
And the other six became part of the United Kingdom. This is when division took over.
Nationalist, stereotypically Catholics were discriminated against in fields such as work, healthcare, education, and support from the police.
Unionists, stereotypically Protestants, ran the six counties of Fermanagh,
Antrim,
Tyrone,
Kerry,
Armagh.
and Down.
Fast forward to 1947 when the Free Education Act was passed.
This caused the 1960s to see the first year of fully educated Catholics who were confident, smart, and ready to take their stand.
This began the chain reaction for equality in Ireland, because before 1947, Catholics could not afford education due to discrimination. This caused the Troubles, which saw the hunger strikes and the re-emergence of paramilitaries on both sides.
My name is Armagh Grace. I was born on the 10th of August 2001 into a Catholic family.
My name is Joshua McBride Morgan. I was born on the 26th of November 1999 into a mixed religious family.
Growing up, I was surrounded by people who told me stories which made me fear the Protestant community. These stories made me feel vulnerable and made me feel like no matter how hard I tried, I would never be able to overcome the obstacles put in my path to take my religion.
Although I came from a mixed background, that didn't stop my parents from telling their side of the story. For this I am thankful, as it means I have grown up being able to understand both Catholic and Protestant viewpoints.
I was wrong. Just because I had family who fought for the nationalist paramilitaries, it didn't mean that I had to share the same opinion as them, but it also didn't mean that I would be treated in the same way.
I originally did the NCS program back in October 2016. NCS is an abbreviation of National Citizen Service. With the NCS, I took part in a social action project with a group of young people from both sides of the community. I really enjoyed this experience as I learned new skills, met different people, and made friends that I would keep for a lifetime. So when the YMCA emailed me about Friends Forever International to apply, I was more than happy to acknowledge.
My cross-community journey began last year when my school took on next to the cross-community project with Friends School Ulster. This sparked my interest in cross-community projects as I learned many new skills that would help me in my future. I knew I wanted to do more, so I decided to apply for NCS in October 2016, where I was on the same team as Josh. And just like Josh, when I received the email telling me about Friends Forever, I was so happy to sign up about motorcycle. I was overwhelmed with excitement about applying to learn more new skills and career.
We were both over the moon with excitement when we received the news that we were one of the 10 chosen to go to America.
Since then, we've been with anxious anticipation for the 22nd of July when we will travel to Dublin before taking the dreadful 6.5-hour flight to America.
When we arrived in the airport, we were greeted by Steve, Chelsea, and a group of Friends Forever International alumni, playing music for us in the Star and Campus.
So although we were exhausted, we didn't hesitate and instead started dancing and singing along with them. When we arrived at Leonard's quite shortly after, we were greeted with a warm welcome and some delicious pizza.
The fight against jet lag was one of the hardest things we have ever encountered, as many of us have been awake for over 18 hours.
However, we adapted very well, and the next morning we were up bright and early and off for a run. From then, we filmed many different activities, including meditation with Ben, climbing, cooking, cleaning, scavenger hunts, and many other workshops. The truth is, although we come from different backgrounds,
we came to realise that through doing workshops and coming together as a team, we aren't that different.
that is why we wanted to talk about our history, to show you all. We don't care about our different differences, and to show you all